G'day mate, welcome back to Dyson Sphere with me, Jetty, and Mr. Icarus Prime, who just got the achievement, no diving, have a mecha run out of energy and fall into water, which, surprisingly, after you played the game for a little bit difficult to get. Come on, Icarus. I probably should have moved Icarus first and then, you know, went and built the power thing. I don't have any fuel in my inventory, so we've got to wait to power up from the towers. Anyway, today's episode, we finished off the research, go away achievement, of carbon nanotubes and also the particle broadband and also the information matrix. So we could get that up and running, and that's probably what we're going to be doing. I do want to grab that one. And I'd like gas giant exploration as well. And I'd like that one. And that's purple science. And we'll get the integrated stacking system to get the new stacker things. Oh, cool. More charging. More charging, I said. Okay. We're basically just going to fill up the queue. Proliferator Mark 3. Not that we're going to be making Mark 3, because Mark 3 actually needs the nanotubes that we're about to automate, which we're going to see use a few materials. Okay, that should be enough power. We can at least start the episode. So, first thing I want to do is I want to find out where the hell we landed on our home system, because I just came back. Bottom left-hand corner. Oh! No, very, very top corner, up near our starting spot, where I just put down a steel build because we didn't have any steel in the network. So now at least we have steel in the network. There are a couple of production lines. Actually, whilst we're here, please mine out faster. So, there are a couple of production lines I've built all over the place, just trying to use up what few resources we had on the planet not tapped. Everything is pretty much... all the coal, all the iron is tapped now. I think there's one copper node not tapped, maybe two. There's a couple of oil nodes and a few other things not tapped, but they're fine. First thing we want to do is we want to grab fuel, so we can keep Icarus fueled on the go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Throw those in there. I can throw my titanium ore in there, which is going to auto-convert into titanium to then make sure we have titanium fuel cells. I also have some greenery, which we can put in there, and that's it for right now. Okay, so as I say, first thing I want to do this episode is I want to make carbon nanotubes. Now, we're pretty lucky. We only need a couple of chemical plants to do that, because the information matrix requires 10 seconds to make one pack, and as with all the other ones, I want to aim for around about 10 labs doing the science. So that's going to be our plan. Have 10 labs actually producing the science, consuming the science, producing the science, which means that therefore I'm going to need I'm going to need 2 lots of processors per second, and I'm going to need 1 particle broadband per second, because we're trying to make 1 purple science per second. Yeah. So, processors, they're already handled. We've made those, they're automated, they're in the logistics network. So I only need to make the particle broadband. Particle broadband, right here, requires the carbon nanotubes, plus it requires the crystal silicon, which we've automated off-world, and also requires plastic, which we've automated here on this planet. So the only thing I need to automate this episode is going to be the carbon nanotubes. Now, because they require titanium, which we're flying into this tower, we're also flying in graphene in this tower. So if we had more bots in this tower, or more drones rather, and I went and grabbed another lot of drones, there we go. Here's still a power transmission. Can I actually craft one of those? Oh, I could, if I came over here and I sucked up some belts. I want 40 of those. Yoink, yoink. Steel and processors. Steel and processors. And we can now craft one of those, which means you will finally stop flashing at me and saying I don't exist. Oh, I've never set the filter. Hey! Okay, this guy... energy exchanger. You've activated your first energy exchanger. Mastering how to share power between stars and allocate resources for a more efficient base development. So, if we went and turned this on, we could start making accumulators. Accumulators, obviously, we can put them down on the ground as batteries, okay? The other thing we can do is we can put them into these energy exchanges, and we can actually use these energy exchanges to charge them up to then discharge them later. And we can discharge them on this planet or a different planet, and that's the key one. We could discharge them elsewhere. For right now, we're just going to leave them and do absolutely nothing with them. And then I'm out of assemblers. Okay, I'm going to want to grab assemblers whilst I'm here, because I just realized we're out. I want to cut you back. We have chem plants. 3 is probably enough. Yes. Okay, and I just realized you're sitting there. I now have that recipe unlocked. So this is fractal silicon. Okay, this is a rare resource, and there is an achievement. P. No. No. Somewhere in here, there is an achievement. I don't know. Maybe I'll find it afterwards and I'll put it on the screen. There is an achievement for finishing the game without using any rare resources. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to start using some rare resources. But it clearly says without mining any rare resources. We didn't mine these, right? These were found in the ground when we're ripping up rocks. So they don't count, and that's the critical thing. So we're going to set this guy up, which will just get rid of the fraction of fractal silicon I found. I also have kimberlite ore here, which gets converted into that recipe. Gets converted directly into diamonds. It's actually a very, very good recipe. It's 1 kimberlite ore for 2 diamonds, compared to the other one using energetic graphene and giving you 1 diamond. So it's a very, very effective recipe, and we will be using those later. But I'm getting completely sidetracked. We want to make carbon nanotubes. Carbon nanotubes require 3 lots of graphene plus 1 lot of titanium to give us 2 nanotubes. And then the nanotubes I need to convert into particle broadband by finding plastic. So I need to have graphene, plastic, titanium, the crystals, and that should give us a particle broadband. So I'm going to bring in 4 items to get out 1 item. That's the plan, at least. Along with having somewhere nice to build this, that bit of forest over there. So we're going to go land ourselves in the middle of a forest. Yeah, this seems like a great spot. I'm going to let the bots get to work, and we're going to build all of this from a tower, because we now have the ability to get things just built directly from towers. So we want to bring in to make the graphene. No, to make the nanotubes, I need to bring in graphene. Plus, I need to bring in titanium, and then to make the particle broadband, we need to take our nanotubes that we've just made and bring in diamonds plus plastic. So I need to add amount of drones. There's big shippies. We're just going to give you 50 little shippies. We're going to set your cargo load to 10%, no, 100%. Drones to 100% as well. You already have power. So this should be a fairly easy build. No, we're going to need more things. Okay, I'm going to need... no, we probably can get away with a... I need a little tower. Can I get a... Which one has the little tower? That one. No. No. Which one has that one? I'm going to want some little towers. Alright, because the other thing I need to bring in is our speed up juice. Or productivity juice. Okay, so we want to bring out graphene. We're going to bring that in a fairly boring straight line. We're going to bring out our titanium. Again, fairly boring straight line. We're not doing anything too complicated here. We don't need to reinvent the wheel. We do want a sprayer there and a sprayer there. Then we're going to need 3 chemical plants. Chemical plants are fairly long, so we'll extend that out. Extend that out. We want production, chemical plants. I conveniently have just 3 on me. And that's going to give us our nanotubes. Carbon nanotubes. But we want to have, we're going to use the Mark II sorters, that way I know they're fast enough. 2, and output, and drag, and done. Okay, so that's nanotubes. Now nanotubes, I'm going to want to proliferate as well. So we'll bring this up and down there. We can already see I'm going to have to move the sprayers further forward. 1, 2, 3. Okay. From there, particle broadband is going to require the diamonds plus the plastic. So we're going to bring out... we can now do gas giants. Excellent. Diamonds plus plastic. We're going to put a small little production line here. And 1, 2, 3. And nope, that's not going to work. Okay, let's bring that way. Because I forgot we need to have sprayers. So let's bring our machines. Nope. Three. Move you well out of the way. Okay, so you're going to be for the diamonds. You're going to be for the plastic. Now, if anything's already been sprayed once, it won't get re-sprayed, which is perfectly fine. So we're just going to spray every belt on the off chance. Have you output. Okay, so that's going to get us to... We now have particle broadband. Okay, done. Dusted. Next thing we're going to need is... We actually would need CPUs to mix with the particle broadband to make purple science. So I put down a little tower. If instead I chose to have a big tower, well, we could put down yet another sprayer, like so. I could bring in spray and I could bring in CPUs. We could also output purple science and technically nanotubes. Because there's a chance I'm going to want nanotubes in the future. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy that. And I'm going to paste one of those there. I don't have a chemical plant right now. That went the wrong way. I have a chemical plant right now, but in the future, I'm probably going to have a chemical plant I can just wander over here and drop down. It's blueprinted, so it's set. The recipes are set. Everything's set. It's just a case of add power poles. Right, so we can automatically see I can cut off that much room. I can... Hang on, we didn't do processes. Alright, let's bring... You're the return, which is going to come down to there. We're going to have processes number 2. Down here as well. We're gonna proliferate that. I don't have labs on. Alright, we need to go for a... Oh, actually, no, we don't have to fly across anymore. We don't have to fly anywhere, ever. We can just reach into the correct tower. It does mean that we've got to work out which one's the correct tower. No, that one. I want 10. We're going to grab 14 labs. It's more than we'd planned for, but that's sort of the point. That way, if we ever get extra production, we can run it through a burst style. Okay. We have that achievement. Whatever. Alright. So, in. You're going to make purple. You're going to make purple. We then need you to do an out. Which we're going to bring up to there and into there. I'm going to put on yet another sprayer. Out. And that should be everything. So now we know exactly what this looks like. We're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it doesn't hurt to have some extra production. I don't want that or that to go past the end of the belt. What was I planning here? Yes. The nanoshoes. So. Go away, purple. Go away, purple. Okay, so we're going to copy that. I'm going to drag you out 1, 2, 3. It won't let me drag 4, but we can copy from there to there without the belt, paste, and drop it right there. Okay, so we have a little bit of extra production. That's fine. Move these excess belts. So that's nanotubes, which are going to come up to here, round here, round here, round here, down to there. We're going to take the excess nanotube production and run it into that tower. What else do we have excess production of? Potentially particle broadband. So we're going to do particle broadband and nanotubes. Particle broadband is going to come up, down, and into there. Okay. So, just lots of power poles. No, and the proliferator belt. Okay, put the power pole there, power pole there, a power pole there. Let's bring our goop number 1 out of there. Thank you. Into there, through you, and right the way through to the end. Cool, that's a proliferator belt. We will throw a power pole in there and there and there. I think that's our purple build done. Sure, I did one there. So we want to set in 200 local demand. We want to throw drones. Yeah, I have some drones. Okay, we're going to throw 25. No, we'll throw in the whole 50. Wait, lost them. All 50 drones in there. Don't burn the wood. Burn that instead. Go to the great woods drop. Drop off the wood, drop off the leaf, drop off those. Okay, so goop belt is running. Okay, so the productivity juice is running. Alright, so now I want this 600, 600, 600, 700,000. Okay, so we're going to demand that in. That's going to come locally. We're going to demand in the titanium. Now, I could get that from the bigger vessels, but we already have one port over here that's bringing in directly from the other planet. So we can use little drones to move it, across the planet. The diamonds, technically, I already have this one bringing them in from the other planet. So I can actually grab them out of that local tower, like so. Plastic we already have in it. We don't have plastic in the tower. Okay, we're going to have to find plastic and make sure it's in a tower. Processors, it did actually work. So we have a processor tower somewhere that has processors in it. This one and this one. We're going to make sure they're locally available in case somebody else wants one. Can I grab that chem plant? One. Done. Okay, so we're all up and running apart from plastic. So we need to go find plastic, which is somewhere up here in our oil build, right here. and work out if we have a tower locally. Plastic goes to there, to there, to there, and just stops there dead. So if you happen to be selected for plastic, and that belt went up a tile, okay, went flat, then up a tile, and then in there, we'd have plastic in the network. Which also means now I have plastic in the network. That becomes the new buffer position for it. So this box, we can just remove. And it means I can take all the plastic I have in my inventory and throw it in there. Set you to 100%. We now have the automatic piling, so now we can pile things with the piler. Yeah, we're not doing that tutorial. I'd have to say pile. I have to say piles and piling and piles and how to pile your piles far too often. I think YouTube would probably demonetize me. Okay, so this should give us particle broadband. Particle broadband should pop out here, feed into our labs, which everything is going to be proliferated. So we should get bonus productivity out of this, giving us not 1 science per second, but because we're doing a 20% bonus, it's 1.2 science per second. And that puts it into the information matrix at just shy of 15 hours. Which again, achievements, P. There is... The problem is they have 100 achievements, and there's no... There's no... There's no way of sorting it. And that's really my only biggest complaint. No, completely the game within 10 hours. And we just did it in 15. So there is 25 hours. 25 hours. We'd have to finish the game in the next 10 hours. Considering how laid back I'm playing this, I don't think that's going to happen. But we're up to 15 hours. We have Purple Science running, which means, just as importantly, I should be able to come over to here, where we're already bringing Yellow Science out. Did we did pre-proliferate it, didn't we? Yes, so you're already pre-proliferated. You literally just have to be thrown into labs. Okay, is that power ball needed? It is! Okay, can I put power balls there, and there instead? Cool. Alright, so we're going to bring out number 2, slot number 2, there to there to there, which only just fits because somebody didn't pay attention when they were building this and leave themselves enough space. And all I have to do is set that to purple with 1,000 limit and demand, and we should be good to go. Oh, we can't make that taller. That's unfortunate because I have science to burn, baby. Yeah, in fact, blue is what's slowest. Okay. Alright, another science done. We now have access to purple. Yeah, there's purple on a belt. There are purple in the labs. We're not doing anything with the purple yet, but there is purple in the labs. So, that one. Which... Nope, turns out I didn't need purple science at all for it. Actually, no. I think we need purple science to unlock core engine 4. Yeah, I need purple science to unlock the next engine, so we can actually get to warp speed. Okay, but now we have purple science. I am definitely going to go through and do the same as we've done previously, and unlock every upgrade Icarus can get. Which is, turns out it's not that many. Oh, that's not researched. And the queue's full again. Okay, alright, so we have accomplished purple science this episode. It does mean next episode I want to move towards this, the gravitational wave function, which requires, well, hang on. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Proliferator Mark 3, 4 minutes. I don't even think we need that. We need a miniature particle collider, which needs strange matter, which needs a gravitational matrix. Yeah, we'll let this one finish first. But that's going to be our next. That's going to be our next aim. Now we have purple science running. I want to get off this rock, okay, or out of this system. I want to get a source, a proper source of silicon. So we need to get the miniature particle collider. Well, actually, we need to get gravitational wave refraction. That's the research. We need to get the graviton lens, which requires strange matter. Strange matter requires pink containers we already have. Great, that's a tick box. Iron, we already have that. And deuterium, which we don't have. Deuterium we can get from gas giants. We can also get them from hydrogen. We have, where are we? We're right here actually. We have these lovely machines, which I haven't covered at all, but they have a chance of turning hydrogen into deuterium, which is one of the things we're going to want. So we're going to, in the next episode, look at making deuterium, probably en masse. The other thing I have is I was not blessed by the gods, and we got a ice giant, which has fire, ice, and hydrogen. It does not have deuterium. If you have a gas giant, it has hydrogen and deuterium. So we probably want to get some of these guys up and running, which require a few things that we don't have, like charged accumulators, because I haven't fed them supermagnetic rings to make charged accumulators. They also need those rocket engines that we turned off long time ago when we snapped that one belt. So yeah, we're gonna have to work towards a few things next episode, but the main beeline, as I said, is trying to get to the gravitational wave refraction. Also that one that'll let us see. So at the moment we can see the vein reserves in the whole system, i.e. every planet in our system. But if we go to map view and scroll out past our system, we can't tell what resources are anywhere. That one researcher let us see everything within 6 light years, which we're actually lucky the gods of RNG favored us, and there is a number of stars within 6 light years. 7 light years, 6, 7 light years. Yeah, we've got a little cluster we can look at, but they're all going to be things that are going to happen in the next episode, because, like I said, I need to kill this episode here. It was a little bit shorter episode, but purple science, it turns out, a little bit easier than I thought. You know, we'd already pre-automated a lot of the things. Next episode, we're going to need a lot of hydrogen. Unfortunately, we don't have any hydrogen reserves. Any excess hydrogen goes to be burnt off, which I maybe regret now. Probably regret a lot. So maybe we'll just put down a tank. One of these? Nope. Oh. We have a tiny bit of hydrogen. Probably going in a tank. But, yeah, like I said, I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode, where we try and get at least partway towards warpers. Warpers are going to take a while, but we need to get partway. We need to get warpers up and running, and then we can worry about green science. So, I'm going to call it here. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the very next video of Dyson Sphere, or any other video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, we're out. Bye.